Hi, my loves. Welcome to Feel Better. I am your host, Amber Adrian, and I'm so excited that you're here because this is a collection. I don't think of this as a course per se. Like, this isn't a whole bunch of stuff that you need to learn. It's not meant to overwhelm you in any way. It's simply designed to add to your spiritual life and emotional toolbox so that you have practices and meditations and comfort and things that are designed to help you move through this process of life which is what it is. It can be a bit of an emotional roller coaster, and when we have tools to help us through those big emotions, when we learn how to clear ourselves of what we've been carrying around for so many years, that's when we open up our lives and our souls to what we're here to do on this planet, what we're here to experience, enjoy, love, do. And so I'm really excited that you're here. Thank you so much. So, to open, I want to share a little story with you um, about my experience with feelings. This just happened a few days ago, and so even with all of the work that I have done with my own feelings, and it is a lifelong process. We learn, we forget, we have to remember things we've already learned, remember things we already know, remember things that our souls know but our bodies have to catch up with, our human experience has to catch up with. And so it's a dance. We are constantly dancing with our brains, our bodies, our feelings, and our life. And so the experience I had with my feelings a few days ago reminded me how deeply I can trust life, how deeply we can trust the universe, we can trust our own guidance, we can trust the experiences that we have to lead us to the place that we need to be, the place that our soul asked for, the thing that, I believe. And you can, it doesn't matter what I believe, it's what you believe, but this is what I believe. I believe that our souls designed our experience here in a really beautiful way, and so our souls are really guiding us, and our emotions are really guiding us in many ways, which isn't to say that you need to listen to every feeling or thought or emotion that you have. Often that's not the best idea. um, but we're being guided so beautifully, and the more we can allow ourselves to feel our feelings without judgment, the more we can feel our feelings without thinking about them, without going into those old stories around the feeling, the faster they pass through and the more quickly things open up. So anyway, the story that I have referenced and have not yet told you is, I was getting up in the dark a few days ago, and I slammed my mouth into the bedside table because I was leaning over in the dark to pick something up off the floor, and I just like smacked my head. You can actually still see my fat lip here. I smacked my head on the table. It hurt so much. Like, I felt my brain reverberating in my skull, and like my lip, like blood was in my mouth, and I just started crying like a toddler who's hurt themselves. And um so I just broke open. Like, I had been repressing my feelings again, because as much as I teach this stuff and have spent so much time learning this stuff for myself, I'm still very much in it, as much as anyone else, possibly more, because we teach what we need to learn, of course. And so I broke open for about an hour. I just sobbed for about an hour, and I started hyperventilating a little bit, and it was like the universe had to kind of smack me over the head to get me to feel my feelings, because I hadn't been allowing them to come through, because I fell into my old patterns of feeling like, oh, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for my feelings. I don't want to go into them because then I'm going to get stuck in them. Don't be a wimp, Amber. Move through this. And so I had to get cracked in the face to feel my feelings. But the beauty of this was after I cracked my head open, not quite open, but like there's a little bit of opening on my lip here. There was some blood. After I cracked my head and had, cried for an hour and a half, and then I just had to nap because I was so exhausted and I had to rehydrate and take Tylenol and put ice on my mouth. After that whole experience, which was absolutely no fun at the time, it certainly was not rainbows and puppy dogs and, gumdrops. But afterward and after a bit of recovery, I started to feel so much better than I had in weeks, maybe. Inspiration started to come through. My energy lifted. It was like I had been cleared. It was like the feeling you get when you finally clean out your closet after shoving everything in for, like 3 years. And then every time you open the door, something clocks you on the head. Then you pull it all out. You take away the things you don't want. You put everything back in. It's beautifully organized, beautifully arranged. And you get such joy every time you open that closet door again because everything is cleared out and clean and feels good again. So I'm sharing this because it really embodied for me this experience of feelings. When we allow ourselves to have feelings, when we allow ourselves to be in this process of being human and having emotion and having thoughts around that emotion, and then it clears out. It creates space. It creates space for our wisdom to come through. It creates space for, inspiration to come in. It creates space for us to get things done. Not that it's about getting things done all the time, but it can feel really good to get up and be like, hey, I want to clean the kitchen. Hey, I want to do this project that I've been putting off for ages. Hey, I want to write that email that I've been avoiding. Hey, it feels easy to do things. It feels guided to do things. It feels aligned to do things. I want to do things. And so, and you're doing things from that place of just openness, of joy, of freedom. And I feel like now I'm just rambling about this. And this was not meant to be a long introduction, but get me going and off I run. So, my hope is that what is contained in this offering, I don't even want to keep calling it a course, what is contained in this offering will serve you in exactly the way you need right now and will continue serving you over the course of this month that we spend together and over the course of your lifetime, because of course you'll have access to these tools for as long as, I guess, for as long as YouTube is around. And as long as my website is around, you'll be able to, and I have no plans to let it go anywhere in my lifetime. So you will have access to the meditations, to the videos, to everything I'm offering you for life. And I hope that you can return to them whenever you need to, whenever that serves you. And of course, I will be adding to this course every time I send it out again, and you will get all of those additions, as well. As long as you stay on the email list, I'll be able to notify you of those. And so this is meant to be whatever you need at this moment in your journey. And so if there's a video or a meditation that doesn't feel quite right to you or doesn't resonate with you, just leave it be. Trust yourself. Trust your own experience. Trust what feels good to you. That is the whole point of this thing, is to get you to the place where you really do trust your own feelings. And that feels like a dicey thing to say, because sometimes we'll feel something that isn't true. Fear is a damn liar. Fear is not true. There is nothing in fear that is true, but it can feel so true in the moment. So, my hope is that the fear tools, there's some video and meditations around that, will help you learn how to work with your fear in a way that really benefits you, so that you can allow the fear to clear out and you can return back to the truth, to your truth. And so when we allow our emotions to pass through, to move through our body as physical sensations rather than, getting caught up into a story, that's when we can really kind of flow with our life in a way that is easy and fun and feels really good. And so that's when we can begin to trust our feelings, because we've cleared out all the old stuff. And so the way we feel in a moment, like, oh, this feels expansive. Okay, I'm going to keep going in this direction. Oh, this feels kind of closed off. Maybe that's not for me. And so I want you to begin honing that or continue honing that with these tools. So, so again, if there's anything that doesn't resonate with you, leave it. Trust yourself. You are your own guru always. These are just my offerings to your journey. And I hope they serve you well. And just as a note, I talk in the video about this being a 3-month course, and that was the way it was originally designed. But I've since decided that it feels better to give you everything like in advance. You'll receive access to all the tools, as soon as you begin this course, and you can play with them as you feel guided. You'll also receive emails to kind of prompt you through them over the course of a month. It just feels like moving through it in the space of a month feels better, because people kind of like 3 months is just too long. So this feels better. So yes, I hope that you enjoy this. And if you begin to feel something that feels like it's too much for you to handle on your own, please seek out whatever support you need. Support of a therapist, of a doctor, of a loved one. Do really listen to yourself. Sometimes we need a lot of support. I've had times when I've been working with a therapist, an energy healer, a body worker, all of the things at the same time, and I needed that support. So please, whatever support you need, make sure to allow yourself that, to know that you are worthy of that. You are always supported in all the ways. And if these tools crack something open for you and you need extra support, know that it is there for you. And so just set the intention that the perfect support be made known to you in whatever way that is, and trust that it will show up for you in the way that is needed. I think that's it. So I'm going to release you into the wild of these tools and of your life. And I just want you to know that you can trust your experience. You can trust your life. You are being guided. You are being, you are supported in so many ways that you can see and feel, and ways that, maybe you aren't seeing and feeling yet. So sending you all my love. I hope this course serves you beautifully in whatever ways you need now and in the future. And please do visit this, in the future, because maybe tools that didn't resonate with you at this point will resonate with you later. Or, we do receive different things when we are in different energies. And this course was designed to support you through all of it. And again, I will keep adding to it. So there will be new things for you as you continue on your journey. So lots of love, and I will see you in the next video.